Okay. So, what up, everyone? I finally am sitting down and ready to actually talk and film a video. So this is the first video, hopefully, of my Journey to Med School series. Okay, so I've filmed like little videos throughout the past 3 months since Costa Rica, but nothing really. So I'm sorry for the hiatus, but it is what it is. So today I'm going to talk about why I chose to go DO versus MD in the med school route and being a doctor. I'm going to explain what DO, MD, and all that stuff is and why, and what has happened the past year or so really that made me decide to go this route. Sorry, my voice is going out. I have been on and off sick since Costa Rica because I've been traveling. I haven't really sat down and get myself like super back healthy because, you know, going from like more of a tropical area to, you know, cold. So I chose to go towards the osteopathic route because it seemed more natural for me. Because I look at the world at a more holistic view. But before I go into that, I'm going to tell you what MD versus DO. Most times when you see on shows and everything else, you hear Dr. So-and-so MD. Because that is more the traditional route to go in medicine, and it's more allopathic where most of the times they focus on one part of the body. If something's going on with that part of the body, that's what they focus on. And that makes the majority of the doctors in the U.S., where only about 7 to 9% of the doctors of the U.S. are DO, which are doctors of osteopathic medicine, while MDs are medical doctors. Doctors of osteopathic medicine, DOs, look at the body in a more holistic view. We both learn the same thing, just some hours of difference. DOs have more hours to complete. You hear the air in the background too. So hopefully you guys are hearing me. And so I look at the world from that perspective. I look at everything from that perspective. And so that's how it naturally fit for me. And Costa Rica just reinforced that decision to go DO. Because there I was taking classes where we focused on the whole body, how the energy of the body is. Especially in my alternative medicine class, it really helped me decide whether to go DO or MD. And it's not, you know, DOs get a bad rep because some people say they're not real doctors, they have it easier. No, how is it easier when you both learn the same thing? Just different viewpoints on how to approach the patient and how to approach doctors. How to approach the treatments and everything. So for me, that was the right route to go, and I really made that firm decision a few months ago. So even my path towards med school changed completely, and from the get-go, when I decided to become a doctor, I knew I was going to take a year off between my senior year in undergrad to going into a doctor, but I didn't really know how that was going to go. About this time last year, I made a decision to maybe do a postbaccalaureate program to further enhance my GPA, my science GPA. So that's why I had decided that's what my mind was focused on. I took the MCAT when I wasn't ready, but I still took it. And now I'm kind of glad because now I know where I'm really at. My CARS and my psychology, sociology, which is the 2 I didn't study for, those were my highest. And my 2 sciences I needed to reinforce because I really hadn't been in those science classes in a while, and I really need to study for that. So now I know what I can and cannot recall, although I do have to study once again and pay $350 again. Not fun. So that is why I'm going the DO route. Okay, so with going through post-bac programs, I was really in a rush to do a lot of things and try to retake the MCAT in April, which today is March 25th, 26th, 23rd. One in the 20s. We're somewhere in the 20s. Let's see. It's the 26th of March. So that wasn't going to be a no-go. And I was so stressed out when I came back to the U.S. trying to figure out how I was going to do this. I went to the lady over the whole pre-health, pre-professional, really pre-health program here as an advisor. And the meeting was only supposed to be 30 minutes and I turned into like an hour and a half conversation. Literally, because she was trying to figure out why I want to go post-bac, why was I want to go to do all this and that. She really wanted to get to the root of the situation, and I'm glad she did, because that really led to me to another untraditional path to med school. And I was already doing post-bac. So over the next year, instead of going somewhere and spending and being in debt and being in another state where I won't have that full support, for the next year, I am going to be taking science class, because my science GPA is not really low. I just 3.0, but it's still not where I want it to be. Now I've kind of refocused. I've used my undergrad experience to really shape who I am as a person and what type of leader I want to be, because I not only want to be a doctor, but I want to be a leader. I have a real passion for people and helping people, not only in their medical circumstances, but you can help people think more about their life while also treating them. So I think that's one thing doctors have gotten away from, because some of them are just like, oh, here you go, write the slip, going about your day. Well, I want to the patients that even if I only get to see them for maybe 30 minutes, I still make an impact, because I was nice and there was no beer, there was no like, oh, you're the doctor. No, I'm still a person. I'm just willing to help you. So for the next year, I will be taking classes on my own at my home university in Memphis, because right now I'm a student graduating in 50 days from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, with a degree, a Bachelor's of Arts in Hispanic Studies. So pre-med is not a thing. It's just like a set of classes you take. A lot of universities are going that route instead of having like, oh, a pre-med concentration. But when I do talk to people, I'm like, yeah, I'm a Spanish major, but I had also taken prerequisites for medical school. So that's the thing. But yeah, so this summer I'm going to take a class, and then in the fall I am going to be taking a couple of classes and hopefully acing the heck out of them, because I have found what I really wanted to do, and I'm super excited for it. Because there was a point where I was not excited. I just knew what I wanted to do. I was just trying to push towards that goal. But if you're not excited about it, you're not gonna be successful at the end. You're not gonna really show what you can do. So that is something. So over that course, so I'll be back home, live with my parents with my mom, which is something I didn't plan to do. But it's right for me, and hopefully I will be having a job in the medical field, whether it's a medical coder, transcription, office assistant, or medical scribe for a doctor. I want to be working where I know this is still the path I want to take. Also, of course, volunteering, as always. I do that now. And so that's my route. And then December, after those classes as a non-degree student, say I have to pay out of pocket for that. So that's a whole nother story. But in December, I will be applying to med school, because DO schools, they start with a COMAS, which is different from AAMAS, I think that's what it's called, but a COMAS starts in July, but it's up to the school. Most DO schools have a rolling admission, and they usually stop around February, March, so hopefully in December I won't be too late, and I can still have a chance to roll into med school fall 2017, which was my original plan from the beginning of undergrad. And hopefully while I'm out, I can still do what I wanted to do, like volunteer with especially young girls and just empower the younger generation. Like, you can do it just because you're circumcised. That does not mean anything. You can make a plan, and you can put the plan into action, and you can do it. So hopefully that explains why med school, how Costa Rica, how Costa Rica helped me, and what's my next year's plan. I plan to do a video on how I'm searching for schools and how I have been doing about looking at med schools. So I hope that's good enough, and I hope you guys join me on my journey to medical school. Deuces.
What's up?
I need change.
Oh, you're gonna have to give me a minute. Oh, those dance moves.
Kristen has to hurry up. Seriously, it's alright.